Shall we hand out some awards, shall we?
They're not going to be rubbery things, are they? What we handing
No more
out?
rubbery things. Well, this year we are handing out bespoke Rugby Pod Budgie Smugglers to the winner of each category, and it is the Alternate Rugby Pod End of Year Awards, which rumour has it has become one of the most sought after awards in the game.
Is there a drum roll for that?
We can do one.
There you go. There's one. I think people are going to be absolutely mad keen for it. Where do we start?
Ref of the Year nominees.
Oh, my genre.
Matthew Raynell.
Matthew Raynell, yeah, he's up there. Great referee, my friend.
Yeah, he's not my friend. I saw him for hashtag Edinburgh versus Munster. He was running on his own. He didn't want to run with the linesman. And I gave him a nod. It was more like an up.
Yeah.
He didn't nod. So I don't know if he's my mate.
Say hello.
If we give him this, he will be my friend.
There's also Andrew Brace and Luke Pearson there as well. So who are you picking?
Good referees. Bracey, good friend of mine now, Bracey is. And use it! He was at Leicester on Saturday.
I spoke to Luke Pearce, actually. He was on the piers in Dublin. Well, I just wanted to pick his brains on the French TV stuff in terms of what the TMO gets, because I love my rugby.
What are you saying about French TV producers that don't give any replays that show the French team doing something wrong?
You just said it, though.
You
What you've just said is what I think and what I've asked Luke.
And what did Luke say?
He said he doesn't want to put his name to it in text, so we'll talk about it.
So you're putting it on the podcast?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I just want to get a bit of information. I like Luke. I've warmed to Matthew Raynell, but there's a part of me, I like the mystique of the All Blacks, but I felt like that was a poor decision against Australia.
Great decision.
Yeah, we'll get to that. And who else have we got?
Andrew Brace.
Andrew Brace. Can we not put Frank Murphy in there as well? Because I opened him up at the weekend. Let's put Frank. He ain't going to win it, but
why
we'll put him in
did you
there.
open up Frank Murphy? He looked great.
Well, that's what I mean. But then
I said
he's thrown a bit of money on it, like in commentary. So a lot of people have been watching that game, and I've said that the referee there has thrown money at himself to look that good. So I've got to put. He ain't winning it, but let's just put him in there.
Okay, so I'm going to go, because Goody is our resident match official, I'm going to go to Goody for the decision, and the winner is...
I know where he's going here. I know where you're going. My friend Andrew Brace.
No. I know. I'm going to go against what I've always said about French referees. I'm going to give it to Matthew Raynell. A ballsy call for the call against Bernard Foley. Back in the day, it helped the All Blacks win. He didn't help the All Blacks win. He made the right decision. So, referee of the year, Matthew Raynell.
Who would have thought? It's a turn of time, mate. What a change of times here. That would never have happened here 3 years ago.
Mad moment of the year. The nominees: Bernard Foley penalty, sacking Eddie this late, everyone getting the shits and having to cancel the games in the URC. What are we picking, guys?
Yeah, I'm going to go and stick with the Matthew Raynell situation. This is my input. We don't need to go with it. Is the Bernard Foley. You're on the cusp of beating the All Blacks, right? You're looking $1 million. You've been out of the team for a while. You get yourself back in, you're carving up. You've got the ball in the hands. Your mate's screaming, Bernard. You don't look at Bernard. Bernard, just kick the fucking ball. Just get the ball out. No, lads, just wait. Done. Game over. You've lost to the All Blacks. For me, that was absolute madness. I disagree with the decision with Matthew Raynell, but we've given them, so I have to agree with the decision because we've given him the budgies.
Have you watched the full clip back?
I have watched it, Andrew. You tweeted it.
The audio?
Yes, I have seen the audio. I've seen it all. I've seen his teammates.
The audio without the crowd noise in there.
As a moment, though,
that was mad. That was madness.
Probably
Madness. Yeah. Bernard Foley taking his time, not listening. You've got to listen to the referee, lads. That's all you got to do. Absolute madness. There's the mad moment of the year. Bernard Foley and not kicking the balls.
The next category is best social media. That's a post or an account. The nominees are Bristol Bears, the Barbars, and the Rugby Guy.
What about Razzie?
What about TMO Goody?
What about Razzie?
And Russie Erasmus.
Yeah, I don't know.
Best social media account.
Well, Bristol Bears, this is last year, so they're not getting it. That thing around Genji was all a bit weird, weren't it?
With the hug with Pat Lam.
Yeah, it was like, just make it look natural.
Yeah.
And like both of them were walking towards each other, same arm, same leg. Barbars do good stuff.
I like the Rugby Guy, the old Goosey.
I like him as well.
Yeah, loves a goose. He gets the goose steps going.
He's got a big following as well.
Very big following.
Yeah.
I'm going to get him on the podcast at some point. Good guy. My friend on social media. We message every now and again.
Really? What about?
Just ruggers.
You love it that much that you message in the Rugby Guy about
He's
ruggers?
called the Rugby Guy.
Is that, you're smart. You're trying to do a collab with him, aren't you?
There you go. Best social media account. For me, it's got to be Jared.
I do like Jared. Yeah.
The Rugby Guy.
Yeah, he's a man of the people.
And the highlight of the year nominees are New Zealand winning their home World Cup in front of a sellout Eden Park, Finn Russell's comeback for Scotland, Argentina's win in New Zealand, and Ireland's series win in New Zealand. What is this? A stitch up. And Freddie Burns' drop goal for Leicester to win the
Oh,
Premiership.
God, there's a few. Now, we've added a few in there. I want to just say to the listeners, in the context of it, Finn being back for Scotland against a three-man Argentina team probably is not going to win it. I came into here thinking, right, Finn, you're getting a pair of budgies with my face on it and Goody's face, but he ain't going to win it.
No. I mean, some great moments there, isn't there?
I know where you're going with this.
There's
only one place.
For me, there's only one place to go. We can talk Ireland, brilliant, winning in New Zealand for the first time. Women's World Cup, a sellout Eden Park, amazing. The fact you beat England, that's not so amazing. Argentina beating New Zealand in New Zealand for the first time ever.
Where are you going?
Amazing. There's only one place to go.
Freddie Burns, surely.
Freddie Burns, drop goal to win the
okay.
Premier. Where were you going?
I feel bad I was going Ireland. I know Freddie's got a pair of budgies, that was why. I was going to go Ireland.
Moment for me,
go.
obviously, the moment for me, individual moment of brilliance, a guy that has been through the mill, the emotion, the energy, everything that he went through, leaving the club, coming back to the club, the story around it, the celebration, the fact that I love the kid to bits.
Yeah.
Moment of the year for me is Freddie Burns dropping the goal to win the Premiership.
If it's how we feel in that moment, I was crying, so Freddie has to have it.
And the next category is Player of the Year. The nominees are... Oh, what the fuck is his name? Jesus Christ.
No.
Drink. Don't even help him. Should we help him or not?
Van der Flyer.
Who?
No,
What's his?
Mate,
Who?
we're talking... Andy Rowe, this is the World Player of the Year at the minute.
What's his name?
Are you going to tell
No,
me?
don't Google it.
Josh, we'll tell him.
Josh Van der Flyer.
No, Van
Fleer.
der Fleer.
Van der Fleer. And the nominees are Josh Van der Fleer, Artie Severe, and Darcy Graham.
Oh, I watched a pont at the weekend.
Oh, good.
Oh, my goodness
Yeah.
me. But it was just that it would just be ticking a box, giving it to him, wouldn't we? It could be good to see him wearing some of our budgies, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
If
don't
imagine
reckon he
his
would?
shorts getting... Yeah, he might do. He's pretty serious. He's like Mbappe. Like, neither of them have got any emotion. And that's probably a good thing.
Yeah, they're just ridiculously good at what they
imagine
do.
trying to take a penalty. My legs would be shaking. I'd need that butt plug of yours, Rob, as well. I love Josh Van der Fleer. I've interviewed him years ago when he was injured, right? And everyone was saying this bloke's good, and Dan Levy, like two unbelievable back rows coming through. I actually put Caelan Doris in this, but it's been taken out as well. But for me, it is him, innit? Like when you think of the context of what Ireland have done, and we didn't give them the moment of the year.
Yeah, I mean, World Player of the Year probably speaks for itself.
There you go. I don't know why I'm second guessing myself. I love
Darcy
Ireland.
Graham's been good.
Yeah, he's been great, but come on.
DuPont's been good.
Arnie Surveyor's been underrated, which is weird to think. I'd have him in my team. Would you have Arnie Surveyor in your team ahead of Josh Van der Fleer? I'm opening you up a bit here.
When you can have them both because they play different positions.
No, but the thing is, you can't have both. You can only
Of course
choose
you can.
one. Okay, all right.
Because
Well,
you can play Ardy at 8 or 6.
I know you could. Yeah,
You play Josh Van der Fleer at 7.
And
Right.
the winner is...
Josh Van der Fleer.
Josh
isn't
Van
it?
der Fleer.
And the next category is the Young Gun category, with the nominees Ange Capuzzo, Caden Murley, and Matteo Carreras.
There's a few others, isn't there? Freddie Stewart.
They're all young these days, aren't they? You forget.
It's a young man's game.
It is a young man's game.
And
Yeah.
then you see Wiggy coaching at 40, playing at 40, just retired.
Well, that's what I mean. All the coaches are young now as well. I say young, they're 40, but that's
young.
old. Is it? Thank you. I think there's been a turnaround at Italy. And I think Ange Capuzzo, and I know I've probably not said that correct, I've been called out a few times on that, but when I'm multilingual in Italian, I will come back. You know, you could put Caden Murley, Matteo Carreras. For me, the turnaround with Italy and that win against Wales, I actually thought Ange Capuzzo scored that.
No.
It wasn't. It was Padovani.
He created it,
He
James.
did create it, yeah. And then his performance against Australia that I commentated on as well.
Capuzzo.
Capuzzo. Let's just jump on the bandwagon
Yeah.
of everyone else. Ange Capuzzo. There you go, mate. You can get my head and Goody's head on your bum.
So the next category is Skidmark of the Year, and the nominees are Worcester Owners, Wales losing to Georgia, Wasps demise, Sebastian Piccaroni grabbing the ref.
Piccaroni.
Piccaroni, well, there's a couple in there. So Sebastian Piccaroni is more recent, so it's in our psyche, pushing Sam Grove White, or grabbing him. Got to be careful with your words, haven't you? Because it could be defamation of character. He's been given a 10-week ban. For me, there's only one place
Worcester Warriors.
Yeah, without doubt. Them
absolute
absolute
Cowboys.
clowns. I tell you now, you pull their pants down. Now, the worrying thing with this is they ain't getting an award. They're winning the award, but I ain't sending them. They ain't getting Budgie Smugglers my head on.
Skids.
Yeah,
Yeah, bad people. Ruined a good club. Skid marks of the year.
100%. Skid mark of the year goes to you.
The next category is Why You Being Orrible. And the nominees are Bernard Laporte, Russie Erasmus, Jim for mixing up, Jake White and John Dobson.
Well, you can't put me in the same bracket as Bernard Laporte, who's just been done for corruption. That you could say if there wasn't a World Cup next year, he'd probably be doing time. He got a 2-year suspended sentence.
What does that mean?
That means if he does anything wrong,
But you're guilty.
it's madness. It's French.
Yeah.
You actually have suspended. How do I know so much about the law and courts and
No,
jails?
I get it. Like, yeah, I mean, suspended sentence obviously means you're guilty. Otherwise, you've been cleared. So you're guilty of corruption. Bernard Laporte, who's in charge of French rugby, and there's me saying last week that England needed someone in the Bernard Laporte role that sits in the France rugby role, right?
Yeah, that you basically said that's the role that I should be doing.
Yeah, just get corrupt.
No,
Anyone's
I'm just violent. That's what if you go.
And Mohamed Altrad as well. He's had a bit as well. He's had a suspended sentence.
Well, he's gone under the radar. He's done loads for rugby, but still, like Mohamed Altrad, lovely bloke. But I know we're going delve into the deeper darkness of this situation. But there's only one place, isn't there? Really.
If you've been done for corruption,
the year out of a World Cup, you wonder how France, they came in. Oh God, what am I saying? It's a question. They came in last minute when all eyes were on Ireland or South Africa. Should have gone to Ireland, and then France come in. What are you saying? It's all about the money.
Why?
They've got the money.
Corruption.
Richest union in the world. Anyway, yeah.
And the winner is?
Bernard the Door.
I wouldn't mind seeing him in my budgies in jail. How good would that be? Could you? That would be unreal.
With his glasses on or glasses off?
Glasses off.
Yeah.
Mate.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck
Squinting like buggery.
And the final award, the big award, the one that everyone wants to win, the Top Lad Award. We've got Ed Slater, Razor, Dan Levy.
I had a good night out with Dan Levy.
You did, and I smoke bombed.
Does that make him a top lad? He is a top lad.
He is a top lad. That makes me want to put him in there because I feel bad. I mean, we're going like we're man crushing on Razor, aren't we, at the minute? Like, what's he done this year? Like, we need him on. Like, what's he done to get
Where
our
are
budgie
you?
smugglers?
Where are you, Razor?
Where is he?
Well, he's just signed on for New Zealand Rugby Union again, isn't he?
Oh God, there you go. I actually interviewed him, so it went viral. So maybe we should give him to him as an apology.
Only one place, is there?
There is one place, yeah. To my mate Ed Slater.
Tough year for him, obviously.
Very
He's
tough,
doing
yeah.
some amazing things.
Yeah, he is.
It's that cycle ride that you always went on.
I love how you didn't put yourself in
Well,
that. You're going to say we. You're going to say we.
You did the full 3 days. I did the full 3 minutes.
Yeah.
But no, inspirational guy. Obviously, horrific year for him and his family, but taking it in his stride, and what a top bloke he is.
Yeah, I was meant to see him on Wednesday as well. It's meant to be a surprise birthday for someone. He'll probably be listening to it, but he can't. He just texts during the recording. He's doing a M&D event in Manchester with Rob Burrow. So what they're doing, and we're recording on the day of Doddy's funeral today in Melrose. What Doddy did, what Rob Burrow's doing, Ed Slater as well. We don't want them to be doing this. We don't want them to have the disease. But what they are doing with it is the measure of the people. And Ed Slater, as we know, is an amazing human. So it'd be an honour to pass over some budgies with myself and Goody's head slapped to his backside.
Pod.
Rugby pod.